It's not fucking working. Fuck. It's not fucking working. Fuck. Oops. I want to be free. There we go. All right. I think everything works. I might be free. Who knows? Maybe I'm shadow banned for being mentally unstable. But that's not my fault for being like that, okay? Yeah. I don't know what to say. That's why I'm saying random bullshit. Yeah. Also, I forget that it picks up twice now if I have this going off. Also, it's really fucking quiet. So, oh, bam. Yeah. Oh, my hair's in the way. God freaking mother shucker. I am doing wonderful, Judge. Today's a wonderful day. To an extent. My day has been pretty busy. Work beat my ass today, I'm just saying, so I'm popping a monster. Ah. There we go. Ah. Yummy. How's your day going, Judge? Yeah, I bet you didn't expect that answer. Oh, no, I paused it. My vibe music. No. Don't laugh at. Why are you laughing at me now? You think you got that skibbity riz? No, you don't. Cause I'm Sigma. I don't know what I'm saying. I'ma be real. We might just watch just random stuff today, cause I didn't plan this. So a lot of brain rot? Nah, not enough. Really? That's how I feel about it. We need more brain rot around here. That too. I didn't really plan anything today, but I felt like I wanted to stream because I want to yap about some random stuff. We might watch something. Excuse me as well. I just fucking burped. Oh my god. Oh, ew. Oh yeah. Actually, I need to raise the chair because my shirt ass is actually I'm too low. Holy shit. Hold up. I gotta I need to put that type noise. Hold up. I got the funny, hold up. I got buttons I can press. Oh god. No, I literally cannot reach the keyboard, I guess. No. Not part of my job. My chair is so like laid back because like I remember like I got like really tired, so I was like, I'm gonna just like put my chair all the way back while I'm playing, and then like I fell asleep for like a good like 20 minutes before I realized I was like, oh shit, I need to do something. And that's why I just started Like, that's why we're here now, actually. I did have to do some dishes, but that was easy. But holy shit, that was a lot of. I just had to dump a bunch of food and some other stuff, but that was really it. We have. I don't even. It was actually a pretty good damn nap. Like, I almost stayed asleep. I ain't gonna lie. Whew. Now that I got my monster, though, I'm feeling more alive than I usually am. And then I'm gonna crash like an hour in. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna be real. I will crash, like, I will fall dead asleep probably in an hour. We'll see. We'll see how I am. Because, like, right now I'm very talkative, and then I'm gonna lose that mojo. I think I usually do, though. I know that's okay, but, like, I think for me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not very social. So, like, talking is not I'm not really great at. So, like, when I talk a lot, I get really tired. Actually, when I'm driving, I get really tired as well. That's not a good thing, like, at all. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I get in the mornings, it's hard, but in the afternoons, I'm like wide awake. I'm guessing I'm just not a morning person, really, when it comes to most things. But actually, we're gonna go. We might watch something on YouTube. I don't know what we're gonna watch because I don't know what's allowed. But we'll figure it out. I need more than head pats to charge up. But that's a start. Thank you, Judge. Oh yeah, there's new 10-star monster hunts now. And new collab armor. Oh gosh. You know what? What's their name? The Raging Gaming guys have posted a new video. That looks fun. Everyone, there's a lot of videos. My feed now on my YouTube page is just a bunch of random Monster Hunter stuff. Like, there's all this other crazy stuff going on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Calling themselves the Raging Gaming videos, and they don't rage at the game. I'm like, I guess they tone down a bit. Like, really, their content now has been mainly like talking about like what's going on with patch notes of games, keeping up with everything, which is cool. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's a cool idea. They do post like some normal videos and stuff, but like you said, I think they should try to do more stuff, but that's just them. I mean, I think they are enjoying what they're doing, and that's all that matters. Other than that, oh, I downloaded the game that you got me, Judge. He's more calm. Yeah, he is way more calm than he usually is. Indeed, in fact. He did a voiceover animation about Beetlejuice. Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I just realized I should put in multi-stream because Demiko usually... I don't think Demiko's going to come around today. But there might be other people coming around on YouTube. I don't know. I just realized, like, I stream really late sometimes, and It sucks. I might try to draw. I ain't gonna lie, I get home late because I save money, but because I ride back and forth with my parents, so like it's like I gotta wait for them, and sometimes they don't leave work at till like 5 or 6. That's why we're streaming like really late today, like almost at 8, like crazy. It's already fucking 8 o'clock. Actually, like it kind of sucks because I usually stream from like 7 to 10. I'm probably going to be streaming till like for 2 hours today usually, so I ain't gonna lie. We might just watch this. Like I said, we might just watch something. Also, did he also do a voiceover or something else as well? I forgot. I feel like he did something else other than the Beetlejuice thing. That too. If I don't fall asleep, I don't think I will. But we'll see. I doubt. We might, I ain't gonna lie, we might play some Monster Hunter for a bit, but like, I'm going to be real. I don't know what I'm gonna hunt. We might just hunt fucking... Oh, I do have 2 or 3 more quests to do before I could do the new hunting quest. I forget what it's called. Shoot, what? There's like 3 quests I gotta do before I can do the hero quest, which is like an option where it's all for Arc Tempered monsters. I gotta do like those fights. I also want to do the new 10-star art or Zoshia and Gog fight, which I think is going to be fun. This music's actually a vibe. It's actually making me fall asleep, funny enough. Pain, more like? Yeah. I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm probably not gonna be able to talk while I'm playing it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna try to keep active while speaking, but we shall see. Oh, have you seen the new Pokemon game that's coming out next year? It actually looks good, like graphics wise. Like the graphics look fucking amazing. Actually, hold up. I think it's called Pokemon Wind and Pokemon something. You're still worried about it? You know what? That is fair, because they might just fucking like do like something dumb and it becomes poop again. Like the only thing I'm worried about is the price. They're like, I'm telling you right now, the game's gonna be $70, and it's gonna be fucking expensive just to play the game, which is dumb. Like a game should not be like $70. Like any game, like I'm gonna be real. This is my take on it. I understand that the reason why everything in price is going up is because people need to make money and shit. But still, like, that is so dumb that people are making games like up to like $70 to like $90 just to buy. Like, I remember like back in my day type shit, Like, it was only like fucking like $40 to $50 for a game. I have the Switch too, actually. I got it. I need to finish Pokemon fucking I need to finish playing Pokemon Z. I haven't beat the game yet, I just realized. But I'm gonna be real, the game's actually kind of poop. I didn't really like I was just playing it just to play it. It's not really enjoyable. When they did Pokemon Arceus, that was bomb. I actually enjoyed playing that, but the new one's kind of boring. Like, I hate that you're stuck in the town is my thing. Like, I hate that you're stuck in one region and that's it. I want to be able to like go around in all the different regions and see everything, basically. I hope they don't do that in the new game coming out, where you're just stuck in like one region. There's only like those type of Pokemon, and then like you beat a certain amount of stuff, and then boom, you get it. Like, that would be dumb. Oh my god, we can watch the Game Theory guys. You know how balling that would be? Hold up. You know, it's actually a game I want to get into, Poppy Playtime. I thought about getting into it. Oh shit, hold up. Let me share my screen for this. We're gonna watch this. I'm gonna slow down the music after I get this added to my thingy. Let's add a new song. You think it'll scare me too much? I don't think so. I doubt it. Alright. Oh my god, why are you huge? Holy shit. Holy moly. Holy moly. We need to put you like yay back here. Probably right. Oh wait, no. Right here. There we go. I'm gonna put myself more. I'm fine right there. Yeah. Fuck you. Blah. We're gonna watch this. It's over. The console war is over, Judge. We're gonna watch. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for watching this. You think I will? Should I just find out? This is a vibe right here. This is what I'm playing right now. This is dumb. Snorlax locked in. Oh, it's over. Yeah. Yeah, it says it's over. We're gonna watch. We might watch this. I'm gonna be real. Also, how are you doing? Oh my god, you haven't been. You like come out of the woodworks like a fucking rat. What the fuck? We're gonna watch this. Actually, okay. We're gonna pause the music. We're gonna stop the music for now. Get these stupid ads out of here. Yep, more ads.
Is the console war finally over? For decades, consoles have been battling it out for market supremacy. We've seen companies join in the war and others fall to the wayside. And now,
oh, there goes Sega.
Has joined the fray. Some people think the Steam Machine truly marks the end of the console war, finally proving.
Yeah, exactly. You do appear out of the woodworks. You are Air? Oh, of course. You know, that makes so much sense. Called on by the Lord. Oh, we gotta raise the
internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's ready to stop seeing Twitter threads about which console is better. Who am I kidding? That's never gonna stop. It's Twitter. But we do see
I miss Matt Pat.
So-called console war. The console wars have been going on since home gaming systems were invented, but in August 2025, we saw what appeared to be the beginning of the end, with PlayStation exclusive Helldivers becoming available on Xbox and Xbox exclusive Gears of War coming to PlayStation. This, along with Xbox's move away from consoles and more into Game Pass, allowing people to play Xbox games on PC, and PlayStation also releasing their exclusives on PC with plenty of plans for same-day cross-platform releases, really made it feel like this was the end. Just look at the amount of videos made on the topic.
I'm so confused.
Valve showing up in November.
Are you okay? I'm perplexed now.
This is the new Steam machine.
When we come to the table, it's what we all bring that matters. San Pellegrino, bring your best.
That's right, Valve, the owners of digital gaming
Valve?
and developers of the cult classic games like Portal and Half-Life.
Oh, right! They are making a fucking console.
Play all your PC games as well as all of those console games being ported over to PC from the comfort of your own couch. So, does this mean the console war is truly over? Is the Steam machine the nuke to end this multi-generational conversation? Or is there more to this? Well, theorists, you're watching this channel, so the answer is obviously yes. This end to the console war may not be so cut and dry, but to figure it out, we have to take a look back through history in order to understand what these console wars truly were, how the times affected how they were fought, and what that means for us in the future. In September of 1972, the first ever home gaming
Damn,
console
that's
was
fucking
released,
old.
Magnavox Odyssey.
Magnavox
What the
presents
fuck?
the electronic game of the future.
The games you could play on this thing were incredibly basic and required you to put a physical overlay onto your screen to make any sense of it. In fact, some games even came with essentially
Judge, did you have this? Are you that old, Judge?
But as the 1970s
Do you own one of these, Judge?
Surely, consoles started getting better. Other systems released like the Atari 2600, the Commodore 64, Intellivision, and many more. This not only proved the home console market was viable, but with this being a very new medium, whoever could win the market would essentially be the one to decide what a home console was, what audiences should expect from the experience, what controllers looked like, and how the medium would advance going forward. And thus, the console wars began. Well, sort of. It wasn't exactly a war, more like a spirited debate at a boring dinner party. I mean, just listen to this guy.
Starstrike has moving images that make the game appear three-dimensional. Asteroids doesn't.
This sort of competition is usually
What?
great for consumers. It causes different corporations to compete with each other, always striving to make the best product. And it totally worked. The game was more intricate, the controls were more fluid, and the graphics went way
Real
up.
low-key just
look at
kind
the
of feels
difference in
like
quality
slop
between
now.
the Odyssey
Yeah.
that came out in 1972 and the Intellivision that came out in 1979. That's just a 7-year difference, and they went from just 3 pixels to 15,360, which is an insane leap. Plus, it was literally impossible to program games for more than one system at a time. If you wanted to have a game on multiple consoles, you would have to start the game from scratch each time a new port came out.
Oh,
This was
wow.
annoying, tedious, and for most game designers, absolutely not worth the effort unless the game was already a big hit like Pac-Man. The war was literally being fought on all fronts, which turned out to be a little overwhelming for consumers. These consoles were also all expensive, but the games were even more expensive. Each of them
Oh,
was
hi,
somewhere between
Tobias.
$20 to $50,
Hope you're
which is
doing
around
good.
$400 today. So
We're
everything
watching,
from buying the consoles and picking
if
out
the
games was a huge investment for
Console
consumers.
wars are over. Sorry, my brain kind of shut off because I'm like
1983, the video game
hyper
market
fixated on this.
It was so bad that in Japan they gave it a special name, the Atari Shock. There was a lot that contributed to this crash. There were too many consoles on the market, third-party developers flooded the market with low-quality games, and on top of that, home computers just started to have video games on them. So people decided to invest in a PC because PCs are able to do other things than just play Dig Dug. It
Yeah.
was brutal for the games industry. Atari took a big hit, Magnavox stopped making consoles altogether, and a ton of third-party developers went out of business. Then, a hero rose from the ashes of the gaming world. Nintendo released the Famicom in Japan in 1983, and then redesigned it for American markets in 1985, calling it the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I'm not exaggerating when I
I've seen
say
one of
that this
these.
system
My
literally
great grandma
saved
had one in their
trying to
house.
get the attention of the world's elite, they focused on appealing to children and families. One of the biggest problems about consoles like the Atari was that the joystick was always getting broken. So, Nintendo invented the rectangular-shaped controller with 2 buttons and a D-pad that we all know and love today. Plus, the system was about $100 cheaper than some of the
Holy
other systems
shit.
releasing around the same time. At launch,
Okay.
the system had Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., but in 1985, Nintendo released Super Mario Bros., which quickly became one of the best-selling games in history. This was not only a huge success for Nintendo, but also for the video game industry as a whole. It showed that video games could be hugely successful if they were high quality and affordable. And only a year after the NES was released, another Japanese company launched their own competitor. The Master System made by Sega was only $1 more expensive than the NES, but the kicker was that it had better specs, though people didn't really seem to care. People were more interested in the kinds of games available, and Nintendo had that on lock.
Oh,
They
how
had a
sweet
budget of
Tobias.
exclusive proprietary accessories and toys that appealed to kids, like
Has he mentioned the 80s video game crash?
American developers.
I think he did. He explained like how there was like so many like consoles coming out at the time that it made like people not really want to buy it, and people were actually buying computers.
To win. If Sega wanted to even have a fighting chance, they had to overcome Nintendo's market strategy, and the perfect opportunity came up in the form of 16-bit consoles.
Oh.
Sega released the Genesis in Japan in 1988, and this time they weren't messing around. They went in with a two-pronged strategy. They needed recognizable names to sell games, and they needed games to rival that of Nintendo. So they paid celebrities for their name rights to use on games like Michael Jackson's Moonwalker and Arnold Palmer's Golf. They also decided to launch a smear campaign against Nintendo.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does. Genesis does.
And finally, they launched Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's wild. What?
Sold over 15 million copies. Sonic received incredible reviews and is generally considered one of the best games of the era. And Sonic himself quickly became synonymous with the Sega name. That, along with Sega's unique blast processing, meant that Mario and Nintendo finally got themselves a real rival in the gaming industry. This was the official launch of the console wars as we know them today. Finally, Sega was successful. They had a console that sold over 30 million units and a beloved blue blurry mascot to boot. But Nintendo wasn't going to let them get away with that. Nintendo punched back with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. As the 90s went on, both of these brands fell into more robust brand identities. Nintendo was for families. They had beloved titles like Mario, Donkey Kong, and The Legend of Zelda, while Sega was a little edgier, using popular sports stars and celebrities to sell their games, and they weren't afraid to lean into some violence here and there. Mortal Kombat got popular in arcades, and the home consoles wanted to
Oh,
support.
right.
They were a bit too violent to be normally released on a Nintendo system, but Nintendo also didn't want the sales to be going exclusively to Sega, so they both released the game with Nintendo basically removing all of the blood and guts. Sega, on the other
That's
hand,
funny.
kept its violence intact. This is actually what led to the ESRB rating system being formed.
Oh.
But apparently that edgy persona and blast processing
That's actually
didn't
interesting.
really matter, because the SNES outsold the Genesis by almost 20 million units. Despite having all the cool tech and even being the first to the 16-bit market, Nintendo's family brand identity was stronger. The safer, less violent games were generally more accepted, and their exclusives like Super Mario Kart, A Link to the Past, and Donkey Kong Country helped carry them through. There were other consoles during this generation like the TurboGrafx 16, but everyone knew Nintendo and Sega were the only real competitors in the console war.
Yeah.
In 1994, a new competitor burst onto the scene.
Introducing Virtual Up from your way.
Sony's PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation coming in.
In a whole new reality.
Sony released the PlayStation 1, kicking off the war between gaming's past and gaming's future. This was the first console to use a CD-ROM instead of a cartridge system. These CDs opened Sony up to a world of opportunity as far as game development went. They could contain way more data. They were much cheaper. Plus, their relationship with devs was also much friendlier. So developers were able to make games bigger and better for a smaller price. The PlayStation could port arcade games, and its original games took advantage of 3D polygon graphics, leading to a library of games Wow! First time ever, gaming felt real. And with kids who started gaming in the 80s now reaching young adulthood, Sony leaned even more into Sega's strategy of making risque games. Don't get me wrong though, they still had to have their silly little mascot like the others, Crash Bandicoot. He was just a little weirder than the other two guys. I mean, Mario seemed like an upstanding citizen, and Sonic was too cool for school, but Crash was a little bit more
Like a crackhead.
unhinged.
Oh God.
Quite frankly, neither Nintendo nor Sega were prepared to go up against this behemoth of a console. Sega released the Saturn the same year and
Flopped.
failed for
Yeah.
so many reasons. Nintendo followed up with the N64, which was technically a more powerful piece of hardware,
Actually,
supporting 64
okay,
graphics rather than
I
just
remember the
32.
Nintendo
They also
64
introduced joysticks back into the
too.
market, and they worked. And they had massive exclusives that are still favorites today.
I played Pokemon Stadium on that thing. That was fucking awesome. This
With the Sega Genesis,
Remember that.
That tech and a few hit games didn't win them any prizes. The PlayStation
Sag.
was a massive success and sold over a whopping 100 million units, leaving both Nintendo and Sega in the dust. Sony was now the big name on campus. Although, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice all the big names have been from Japan, but a Western competitor was about to emerge to try and disrupt the market. In 2001, Microsoft showed up and released the original Xbox, and unlike Nintendo, who was still planning on cornering the younger market, the Xbox also wanted to tune into older gamers just like the PS2. On launch, one of the games released with the Xbox was none other than Halo Combat Evolved. This game was absolutely revolutionary. It completely changed the FPS genre forever. The missions were long and detailed, the maps were huge and beautifully designed, and the game was fully voice acted. While all of this might be the standard now in 2026, Halo was the
True.
one that pioneered it, and it was all made possible thanks to the Xbox's superior hardware.
I actually did not know this.
NVIDIA GPU
That's actually fucking cool.
processor, it was able to produce games that before that didn't really seem possible. Once again, we were being shown the future of gaming. And even though this won a lot of people over, 24 million units were sold, it wasn't enough to keep up with the juggernaut that PlayStation had become. PlayStation 2 is still the most successful
First console I got.
selling
This is the first console I got. Oh yeah.
160 million units. Even though on paper it's actually the weakest of the bunch. It was also harder to develop for, and yet it had the biggest library of games by a long way. To be
Some of the cooler games too. I remember playing there's like a racing Crash Bandicoot game I used to play. That shit was fucking
Nintendo,
awesome.
Well, they released some of their most beloved games on the GameCube, but it was struggling to shake its for-kids image in a market that was growing up. That, with its mini-disc tech,
Yeah, that's another.
and its commercial flop was all but inevitable. And then the Dreamcast, well, it was Sega's last console.
Yeah.
From here, the console wars remained pretty stagnant. It was the same three players for over a decade: Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. Microsoft and Sony carried on with their usual tactics, upping the hardware and the games with it. 2005 saw the Xbox 360, and in 2006 came the PS3, which both won the war in different ways.
Holy
Xbox 360 had
shit.
great online play, while the PS3 focused on power, and they both sold pretty evenly, 84 million and 87 million respectively. But then there's
I didn't get my PS3 till I was like
have noticed. The war
12.
Xbox and PlayStation were focused on was
Damn.
but that wasn't the winning factor. The key to success was accessibility and exclusive titles. So they released one of their most famous consoles to
The Wii!
console that was
Yes!
controlled
Yes!
but also motion controls. It
That shit was
essentially turned your
fucking
whole body
awesome.
Into the controller. It kind of created a league of its own. They didn't need
Okay,
to
hold up.
compete, They just
I have to say this quick story that happened. So, back when I was little, we you know how like they have like the nunchucks, or not, yeah, the nunchuck that you would connect to the Wii thing. Well, or I guess it was a strap that was on the Wii. I forgot to put that on my, well, I had it around my wrist, and I accidentally, while like playing, I released a remote while I was like doing the Wii bowling thing, and the remote flung out of my hand and it hit me in the head. That's just something I remember from playing with the Wii. Oh god.
Needed to make a successful console. Mix in all their classic titles that
Oh,
people were nostalgic
God.
for, along with these new wacky controls, and you had a recipe for success, selling over 101 million units.
Damn.
It's not to say
Okay.
PlayStation didn't have good exclusives either. PlayStation still had things like Crash Bandicoot, but now it also had things like Little Big Planet, Uncharted, Infamous, God of War, and The Last of Us.
Actually,
Xbox and Halo.
Little Big
Xbox,
Planet
Fable,
was
and loads
fucking
more.
awesome.
But it's hard to compete with a console that could even convince my grandma to play Mario. And that pivot from Nintendo, who, as I said, basically stopped actively trying to compete anyway, did cause a shift to focus more on exclusive titles. Well, at least for Sony. The Xbox One and the
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 both came out in 2013, and games just got better and better. Graphics saw massive improvements. The stories were longer, but in the end, PlayStation pulled ahead thanks to being focused purely on games and exclusive titles.
That-
God of War, The Last of Us Part 2, Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man. Xbox, on the other hand,
Actually, these were some pretty
took the
good fucking
wrong lesson
games.
From the Wii's success. They wanted to shift to being more accessible, focusing on becoming a multimedia item rather than just a games console. This included bundling the Kinect in with the console to try and appeal to the Wii's market. But alongside this, they also began putting a number of their exclusives on PC, which meant they did sell more copies, but people didn't see the point in buying a console if you could just get it on PC, meaning it
Yeah.
sold only 58 million to PlayStation's 117 million. Nintendo was also still doing its own thing. The Wii U was a bit of a misstep, but then they hit a second console this generation, the Switch, which is still their most successful console ever. Incredibly innovative, merging the home console with their other successful ventures in the handheld console market, and full of incredible exclusive titles like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Again, they weren't actively trying to compete in the same league, they were focused on their exclusives and finding ways to innovate gaming, rather than keep up with the hardware. But I wanted
That's
to mention them
fair.
so you didn't think I was just forgetting them. When Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 were released in 2020, it seemed like the console war was hotter than ever. Microsoft acquired some of the biggest game devs in the business like Bethesda and Blizzard. It seemed
Okay.
the plan was to make those guys make only
Hold up. I understand they were big, but we're talking about like two of the most worst companies when it came to them doing stuff. And that's the reason why they got bought out. Like fucking Bethesda. Oh my god. And Blizzard ain't okay, look. I'll catch some slack with Blizzard, but they did have some bumps. But Bethesda, the only reason that shit got bought out was because fucking Tom Howard wanted to make some money. And that's the only reason he does that, because he only releases the same game every like 5 years or some shit.
Xbox exclusives, meaning that massive franchises like Fallout or Call of Duty would only be playable on Xbox. This would cause Sony to take a massive hit to the pocketbook, and they could not let that happen. So they got the FTC involved. A lot of weird legal stuff happened that I'm not going to go into, but essentially the outcome was that in order to get the merger between Microsoft and Activision Blizzard approved, Microsoft had to agree they wouldn't make any of their newly acquired games be console exclusive. Since then, the mindset surrounding exclusives seems to have changed entirely. Microsoft started to release ports of their previously exclusive games to PS5, like Gears of War, Forza, and even their darling Halo. And PlayStation is beginning to follow suit, releasing their games on Steam after a couple of years, although rumors suggest that wait may be shorter in the future, and they're even porting exclusive games like Helldivers to Xbox.
Yeah. Helldivers was fucking,
So,
when
now
that was
everyone
found
is
out, that was
shouting
fucking
toys to
awesome.
everyone, does that mean the console war is over? If so, who won? And what does that mean for the future? Well, it's complicated. One thing that is clear is that regardless of the generation, the biggest driving force isn't hardware or power or flexibility, it's exclusive games. If
Yeah.
you got the games, you are the most successful. So you could argue that the winner would actually be the sly dog that is Nintendo. While everyone else was trying to one-up each other, they did their own thing and focused on innovation and exclusives of their most famous IP. And for better or worse, they refuse to give those IPs to anyone. But before you start screaming at me in the comments, crowning a winner would imply the war is over, but I'm not entirely convinced it is. It's just
It's
the weapons
definitely
of war
not.
are changing. See, with all these consoles boasting the same library of formerly exclusive games, what is there left to fight over? The answer, nostalgia. Xbox may have basically given up on the hardware side of things, but that's because their major push has been for Game Pass, their subscription service that allows access to their back catalog of content, which you can also just buy if you want. PlayStation has a similar thing with PlayStation Plus, another subscription service that lets you play all of the old classic games from PlayStation's past. Even Nintendo is doing this with their Nintendo Online subscription, slowly releasing their Nintendo Classics to anyone with a subscription. Now, Valve is slightly different. Steam isn't a subscription service, and while most of their games aren't first party, Steam does have the largest catalog of games ever, and it's filled with classics that are now easily available to you. But the thing is, for the most part, these subscription services are only available on their proprietary console. So if you want to boot up Jak and Daxter, you'll need to have a PlayStation. If you want to play classic Zelda, you'll need a Switch. The console war is no longer going to be about fighting over new exclusives. It's ironically fighting over the same exclusives that helped them compete in the console war to begin with. Obviously, yes, you can emulate a lot of these old games, so I'm sure there are many of you that think this kind of distinction is pointless. But you have to remember, we are theorists and people of the internet. We are super passionate and willing to go to all the effort to emulate and mod games to play them how we want. But statistically, most console owners aren't that. They're just normal people who want convenience above all else. They don't want to sit down and figure out how to emulate a game or how to get all the mods working. They just want to press a button and play whatever game from their childhood that helps them forget the stresses of today. That is who these companies are targeting with this new phase of the console war. Although
that's actually facts. Like, these are actual good fucking facts.
Outside of Nintendo being added to those exclusive lists, it's the old exclusives that will fight that battle, but that catalog isn't getting any bigger. So where do you go from here? Well, this is where Valve could really make a splash. Yes, they already have the massive back catalog on Steam. Yes, they're getting new releases. Yes, the Steam machine is on Linux, so it's super customizable and you can make things like Game Pass work through Steam if you want. But Gabe, buddy, if you're watching, if you really want to win one over on old walled garden Nintendo, the way to win is not to just keep up, but to also go back the old ways and have some exclusives of your own. I mean, the threes are sitting right there. Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Team Fortress 3. I'm just saying, but
okay.
That's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. World premiere on Game Theory. Is the Let's Play dead?
Damn.
They're coming straight in. Trust me,
Okay.
I've got
That was actually a pretty good fucking video on that. Okay. I don't know if we should watch another one, because we might play something for a bit. I think we play a bit of Monster Hunter now. That was a good video though, explaining how all that was. That actually was cool, learning how the console grew from what it was during from the 1980s from all the way to what it is now. That's actually another cool thing that I really liked. And how Sega died out. Which didn't Sega get bought out by Nintendo, right? Or no, Sega. Who owns Sega? I don't know. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna switch to we're gonna go play some games. I'm gonna switch to that now. I'm gonna be switching to we're gonna play some Monster Hunter for a bit. But that means I gotta convert everything now. We got a bit of hunting we gotta do. Also, I need to switch that. I'm playing something else. Oops. Hunter Wise. And a boop. There we go. So I don't know if anyone's on. I haven't even checked if anyone was on. Nah, it's only Batman. Batman's the only one on right now. That means no one's on. Which sucks. Wait, why did the event change? What the fuck? Excuse me? We are not even close to October. Why are we getting this event? You get items that can turn into powerful talismans? Okay. Fancy. Actually, isn't there? Okay, yeah, there's only one GOG fight. I thought they were gonna add a second GOG fight. That's what I heard. But there's not. I've been lied to. That's whack. But we gotta do these fights. That's a lot of Gyparoses. I don't want to do these really. We'll do these later. What could I work on actually? I could try to work on ascending my armor. I wonder if I could. This, I need tickets. This is already, that's already. This I could do. So it's actually just. Boop. So I need to do Arkfeld and get like 6 tickets and 1 more gem. Okay. Fun. That'll be some fun stuff to do. Level 12. That works. 473. We are a tanky. We have to do Arkfeld, so see if anyone's doing Arkfeld and join them. I want to do this quest actually. So that's another thing I want to do. Also, Judge, is the volume loud enough? Or is it too quiet? Sounds fine? Okay, cool. I didn't know. I didn't check if it was too quiet or not. I should have checked. So I need to look into. I want to find more solo. I want to find more games. I do want to play that game you got me, Judge, on stream. That will be a fun one to play with a bunch of people. Or, I mean, watching y'all see me suffer play. But that will be for later. You know what? We're gonna just we'll just post a quest. I might actually just use my lance build that I made. I like using that against Arc. Oh, but we'll see.
Make sure you're prepared.
I don't want to play that while I'm streaming. I need to like set up where it's like its own audio thing. So like when I can send videos of stuff, I could send that its own separate audio and use it like that. How are you, sir? 42. Yeah, I want to get my rank up to higher. I want to get my hunter rank to 900. I'm like 1/3 there. I'm level 300. Once I get to 333, I'll actually be like 33% there. But right now I'm at 30%, so yeah, pretty good. I do need to get. It's really just that. So it's really just these two pieces. I need to level up. I want to do that. That'll be good. Yeah, we're just gonna keep using the greatsword. I'm gonna use Radiate. I need to actually use my bowling tickets as well. I have like a fuck ton I need to go through and use. Tickets. Alright, let's go. Yeah, okay, so
Let's be on our way.
there's a history of this thing called I'm actually gonna use a lucky voucher on this quest, so there we go.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my own place again, so I don't have random people just coming into where I'm streaming and just annoying me. But that'll be in due time. Hopefully I get this new job that I'm gonna be getting, so I'll be able to do that, where I'll actually be able to stream more. But we shall see. It actually might be harder for me to stream once I get this job, so that's the only issue. Because I'll be working like 6 days out of the week, but the money's worth.
Take a look in your field pouch later. I put all the materials I've done in
Whew.
Boy, you weren't even alive.
Bomb. Sorry, you might be picking up on the mic. I can't do anything about that. I'm hitting R1 game. What the fuck? Actually, where the heck is... Okay, there. I was about to say. Ooh, tail whip my ass. Oh, you mounted it. Nice. I still don't understand how haste and recovery works. I need to search up how haste and recovery works. Okay, my health just goes up after like a certain amount of attacks. That's what it does. Hi, Reaper. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. You're a little turd, you know that. Actually, I need to add that new emote to my what's it called? To my Twitch. Okay, can you go back to your next area? Dang it. I need to be able to react quicker. Wow. Oh. How are you gonna die like that? That's lame. Oh, that hit me because of the fucking shit. God. y'all dying? He's actually moving now. Jeez. He's actually tired. I'm gonna lie, Reaper, you're the most silliest person I know. And most mentally insane.
Bloody hell, are you fucking
Layer is up to you.
right here, buddy?
Oh shit. Thankfully, he's not looking at me. I'm trying to heal game. Okay. How are y'all dying? Oh, holy fuck. Hey, I'm gonna have to just do a solo hunt, I think. Okay. Oh boy.
That was quite the ordeal. Let's make sure you're ready for a rematch.
It's not broken. That's actually a lot in detail. It's a puppet. You grab the strings. But I do need to... Maybe I did find a guild session to join that might be able to help me. I wonder if anyone's on, though. Let's see. Lobby search. Squad lobby. Just one person on in the turtle pond. Nah. What we'll do is we'll do this. I want to set it for 2. Only do players and 4 hunters, I guess. We'll do 2-player. I want to do it with Palicos. I need to get my Palico quest thing done, so doing this will help, and maybe doing it with less people will help. It'll be less helpful, so it'll be quicker to do, I think. I could be wrong. I just remember when I used to play World a lot, I used to just do solo hunts a lot of the time because no one would, I would play with no one. Or people would be doing other stuff that I wouldn't be doing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I already died because I was not blocking. Oh shit. Excuse me? Kai, can you fucking hit it? Alright. I need to switch weapons because it's gonna take way too long to hit the fucker if he just. I was blocking. Okay. Damn it. I am constantly getting stunned. Oh, it takes so long to get into the fucking block stance. I'm gonna have to heal. Fucking god, it takes 10 years to fucking heal. There we go. I will have to go reset my heals soon. Oh, motherfucker. That's fucking annoying. Okay. Need to switch weapons.
Additional supplies.
Okay. I shall switch. Where's my sword shield shit?
Have you replenished all your items?
Info. Yep, that works.
It was like too perfect, but actually.
I need to put Razor Sharp on this. I do need a reroll on this Sword and Shield. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah. I died twice. I was frowning. I died. Yeah. God dang it. I need a root. I want to work on this setup, actually. Hold up. I was running Razor Sharp. I just don't have any sharpness. Fuck. It does have some affinity, but still. Could just run this one. Dude, like, I'm fucking streaming. Can I fucking do that shit? Alright, I might have to end the stream short because my little brother's being obnoxious right now. So, alright, yeah. I'll probably talk to you later. It's actually going to be a really short stream tonight, but I'll probably try to stream tomorrow. So, thank you, Judge. Bye-bye. It was a really short stream today, but I enjoyed it. Maybe I'll try to do more stuff, but we'll see. It's going to be harder because I can't have my own fucking time to do my own shit. Impossible. So, alright. Good night.